Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Today is August 13th, 2019, a Tuesday. Guess what? Got an awful lot of stuff happening in the world. World food production. There's things coming at world food production right now that's taking a big hit. World food, and we're not going to feel this in food prices until later. Not just here, but in China and other places. You know, the United States underwent the worst spring for trying to get crops in, trying to get crops growing. It was horrible. It was, fields were underwater. Our crop productions this year in the United States, and the United States is a food basket for the world. Our crop productions this year are going to be abysmal because of the spring we had. Horrible spring, all through the Midwest and everything, flooding everywhere. Different places are having trouble. They're having trouble in pork production. An awful lot of trouble in pork production. And now I get news today from China. They've got insect problems. We're going to get right into it. We're going to take a look at what's going on with these insect problems. And first, we're going to do the markets. And I'm going to tell you, there's a situation happening in Hong Kong. Now, if you want more information, I'm going to post a link in the video here, a link, and you can go to my other channel, and I do a whole show about what's happening in Hong Kong right now and how the situation might get a whole lot worse very soon. Okay? So you can take a look at that. The link will be in there. And now let's take a look at the markets. Let's get the charts open right here and take a look at what's going on. Okay, I have to refresh the page. Here we go with the silver price today. It's falling right now. You know, investor sentiment is going to change pretty soon towards silver and gold in a more positive way than it has been. I mean, okay, it's been going a little bit positive, but this is just a start. You haven't seen nothing yet. It's going to become even more positive. It's going to become positive like the bond market has been, you know. But I'm expecting a possible snapback in the bond market. Investors are running from one place to another. They're trying to find not only yield, but they're trying to find safety right now. They're scared. They're scared because there's situations popping up all over in the world. I never seen anything like it. I can't altogether keep up with it. But it's happening so fast, you know. It's like a quickening, you know, and it's intensifying, and it's leading to huge problems coming in the world. Let's take a look now at gold. Gold's 15.16, 15.17 bid, ask. It's up $5.80, but it's falling off right now too. Let's take a look at silver again and see what the price was. 17.19, 17.29 ask. And so it's down, it's up 16 cents, but it's falling off right now too. I don't expect that's going to fall very far. This is not like it was when they could really come in and smash the market down. They smash it down, there'll be heavy buying. They know at this point the game's just about up with the silver and gold price manipulation. It's just about over. We're on the very tail end of that. Not to say they couldn't move the price down a little bit, but overall, they're getting ready to start manipulating the price to the upside. You know, they manipulated it to the downside for years. The price has been suppressed for years. They will manipulate it to the upside, too. They can manipulate it to the upside, and then they can make a lot of money on their reserves. J.P. Morgan alone has got huge reserves of silver. Let's take a look now at cryptocurrency market capitalizations. 293 billion. It's been stagnant for the last little while. It's getting ready. Always it gets stagnant. It's getting ready to do a move, you know. Move to the upside or move to the downside. I would tend to think move to the upside, but we'll have to wait and see. Bitcoin dominance is 68.8%. And we're looking at these coins are very slightly in a negative territory, but start to turn up a little bit this morning. Just a little bit. Let's take a look at the Dow today. This is not unexpected by me. The fact that the Dow's going up 72 points today. It's not unexpected at all. The thing about this market is, and I've called it a Teflon market, is it can even move up with bad news. It's been an incredibly bullish market for a very long time, and these traders in the market are extremely well trained now at this point to buy on the dip, and then make lots of money because they've been doing that for years. And what that's done is it's put a certain mentality in their head. They're slowly starting to shift now and realize, hey, you know what? There's troubles in the world, you know? But then they see the troubles, and then the next day they think, let's buy again, And this is what happens, Let's take a look now at crude oil. Crude oil, here's the thing, though. At a certain point, these troubles are going to become so overwhelming that, and I mean, I can just see it just ahead of us, that they're not going to be in that mentality anymore to buy again the next day, try to buy on the dip. That's going to end. It's just going to be sell all the way across the board. Sell, sell, sell. Get out as fast as you can. But you're not going to be able to get out because it's going to be dropping so fast. It's going to be like ridiculous. There's going to be a lot of money lost in equities coming up, I think. The bond market, at that point, they're going to get scared too. In the end, there's only 2 chairs they can sit in. This is a game of musical chairs. There's only 2 chairs left when the music stops. The music's getting ready to stop. They're all going to run for those chairs, and those chairs are the safe haven assets. It just hasn't hit them yet, not altogether. And they think that these worries is going to go away. The trade war worries is going to go the way. The currency war. We're in a currency war too. They think that's going to go away. They think all these troubles will cure themselves up, and the market's going to shoot up to the sky. And, hey, we're going to make a lot of money. They're in that certain mentality, but that has to be crushed. But then what's going to crush it is what's coming. It's just going to be overwhelm them, and then it's going to be panic time, safe haven time. That's what's coming, safe haven time. Because we're heading for these problems just like we're in a barrel heading toward the edge of Niagara Falls, and they're oblivious, but they're not going to be for much longer. Let's take a look at U.S. Treasuries today. We see yields rising today. A little bit, not much. They're not rising a lot. About 4 basis points in the middle of the yield curve, and the long end is dropping. The long end, we see it's still dropping. The U.S. 30-year, it's dropped down to 2.1 on the U.S. 30-year Treasury. Basically, these yields are pushing down, heading down toward. They're barely above zero. I mean, they're 1.5 for a 5-year, 1.6 for a 10-year Treasury. You're only going to get 1.6% yield. We're in a bizarro land world right now. Let's take a look now at the U.S. dollar index. 97.42 in the dollar. It's just stumbling along here at a certain level. It's been staying around 97. If we go back, let's take a look. We'll go back 1 year, and you can just see it's basically it entered the year at 96.73. And right now, at the end of this chart, it's 97.38. That's not much movement. Now here's a problem in China. There's a insect called a fall armyworm. It's invaded China. It's wreaking havoc on agricultural lands. Now remember at the start of the show, I was talking about food production in the world. Enormous problems in food production. Here, there, and everywhere. They got swine flu in the pigs. They have to cull the pigs. The chickens all nowadays. are here and there are coming down with avian flu. They got to cull all the chickens and stuff. We got these things are digging into the world's food production. Uh, what they call climate change is going through, and we're having trouble getting our crops in, you know. And we got bugs in China trying to eat all these fall armyworms are trying to eat all of the crops. China's agricultural minister warned in June that it found fall armyworms in 21 different provinces across 333,000 hectares. Now a hectare I think is about 2.5 acres size. So that's like the best part of 1,000,000 acres of crops. It's a destructive garden pest that can destroy a variety of crops as well as grasses. It gets right in there. I guess it eats all the corn, you know. Fall armyworms could damage hundreds, if not thousands, of hectares of crops, leading to possible food security issues for the country, for China, you know. The heart of the devouring worm, as locals call it. Heart devouring worm, they call it, the locals, has spread almost 1,900 miles north since migrating from neighboring Myanmar earlier this year. Now threatens 21 provinces and regions in China and could heavily impact the country's grain output. The pest has already destroyed 86,000 hectares of corn, sugarcane, sorghum, and ginger crops. Oh boy, you know. Evidently this is what it looks like. It's a moth, some sort of a moth. It forms into some sort of a moth. And you know, as a moth, it can travel really fast through the air, you know, because it can fly. Wow. We could be looking at worldwide food shortages coming up, quite seriously. Listen, thank you guys for listening to this report. We'll catch you again very, very soon, and give me a thumbs up. Comment. I love you guys' comments. Try to read them all. And we'll catch you guys in the next show. Bye-bye.